Hi everyone. So in the last session we had a look on the importance of having variables for a particular number of iteration, and also the importance of having the variable value to be our to be whatever we want. Okay. So that in the sense, if you want to iterate it 5 times, in this case when we are using x, maybe printing number 1 to 5, then the importance is we have to iterate 5 times, and also the number should be 1 to 5. Okay, so we are directly using the x, right? So those x should be in going through a particular numbers that makes the while loop iterating 5 times, and also x is starting from 1 to 5. You cannot iterate while loop 5 times starting x from 0 to 4 or 10 to 15. It will not work, right? Because we want to print the numbers also 1 to 5. So the importance here is we want to make the iteration happen 5 times, and also we want to take care of the value of the x also. So two things. So now if you don't understand that, you can go and watch the last video and come back. You will get what I am talking about. So now what if we are supposed to blink an LED, no, not blink, switch on a number of LEDs in a particular order. Let's say you have LEDs from number 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So you want to switch on number 6 LED, and you may have to wait 1 second. Number 7 LED, wait 1 second. Number 8 LED, wait 1 second. Number 9 LED, wait 1 second. And number 10 LED. So in 1 second delay you have to switch on everything. Okay. So how we can implement using a while loop. Okay. So still I am saying first iteration we should switch on number 10 LED, then number 11, number 12, like that. At every iteration we are going to switch on every LED. Okay, that is the point of having a while loop. Otherwise I can write all the 5 lines in all together, all the 5 lines. So that will be a big code. So instead of I will use I will use a while loop, and I will write 1 or 2 single lines, minimum piece of code inside the while loop, and I will iterate it. So we should know that one thing, x should start from 10, because not 10, number 6, because LED is at number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and x should end at number 10. It's that easy. So number 10 also should be included, so that I am having equal also. If I only want to have that less than mark, I can make the number 10 as 11. So that means less than 11. That means number 10 will be still included. So since I am using number 10, I am using an equal mark, so that number 10 is included. Okay, you understand what I am talking about, right? So now we are not serial printing the x value, so I will remove it. Instead, I will simply write, because at the first iteration number 6 LED should be on. Okay, so what I will do is I will simply write, before that I will write pin mode. We will come to that later. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's do it one time and see. Okay, I am writing it in the void setup just because we want to understand the while loop functionality, so that I am doing it one time. All the 5 LEDs switching on, right? We are not switching it off. So let's write digital write. Okay, x I. Is it okay? It must be okay, right? And I will have a small delay, so that we can see every LED is switching on in 1 second gap or delay, time gap. Okay, so now what will happen is initially x is number 6, so we will get into the while loop because it is true. I don't need to repeat it. And number 6 is high, so whatever the LED you are connecting to pin number 6 is now on. Then we wait for 1 second, line number 7 code. Then again we will come to the I'm sorry, I missed something, right? I should have x plus plus here, right? Okay, we have to find the plus. So x is increased by 1, the current x is 7. So now again we get into the while loop, and we again running that line number 6. So that means digital write x high, that means digital write x means 7 now, right? So the pin number 7 is high, so the next LED will be now on. That means after 1 second. So again you will wait another second, and we will increase x by 1. So the new x is 8. So still after that we will come here and check whether still it is true or not. It is true. Now the x value is 8. So pin number 8 is high. 1 second delay. X become 9. Again we come and switch on 9 as high. So the LED on the pin number 9 will be on now. 1 second delay. Again we make x as 10. Now still it is true. Pin number 10 will be high. LED on the pin number 10 will be high. We wait for 1 second and we make x plus plus. So the new x is 11. So while loop is false. So we skip the while loop and we come to the line number 10. And we will move on. There's nothing to run. Then void loop also there's nothing. Code will finish. So the outsiders will see that every LED is switching on in 1 second delay. This code will work. Okay, so totally the while loop functionality is fine, right? You understand how it works. So there's a problem now, right? We should, in LEDs, okay, I have told you, in LEDs, before writing the digital write, okay, not this one, before writing the digital write, what we should mention? There's something called pin mode, right? We have to say the particular LED is, the particular pin is output or input. You remember pin mode 13 output, we wrote that, right? So that thing should be written before this, before we switch on the LED. So maybe we can write it on top, after the void setup, inside the void setup, at the first lines, we can write it. Or we can go for some more choice, okay? So one way of doing is I can write pin mode, see this, okay guys, pin mode, maybe 6 output, yes or no? Okay, so likewise I have to start from 6 to 10, I have to write 5 lines. So since I know while loop, if I write like that 5 lines, there's no point of that I have learned while loop. There's no point of that learning. So here also I should try to implement a while loop. So I can write the same while loop, okay, with another variable. Let's say with y, I can write another while loop here on top, and there instead of digital write, I can write pin mode without delay. We don't need to have delays because pin mode can happen at the same time, right? Without delay, I can write. So that is one thing. I can write another while loop and do it before this. So, but still, that is not an efficient way. We already have a while loop. Can't we take advantage of the while loop? Let's try. So what if I do like this? I will write here as pin mode, okay, x output. We are good, right? Now what will happen? See this. When the x is 6, we will get into here. We will say 6 is output and we will switch on 6. Yes or no? Then we will wait 1 second, no problem. 7 is output, switch on 7. 8 is output, switch on 8. 9 is output, switch on 9. 10 is output, switch on 10. Perfectly working or not? The only difference is we don't make all the pin modes as output and we don't run everything one by one. Instead of that, before switching on a particular LED, we are making that pin mode to output. Both are same, right? Because before switching on 6 became output. Pin mode we have mentioned here. Before switching on 7, we have mentioned the pin mode here. Pin mode 7 is output. So nothing wrong, right? So I hope you could understand this. So this is the most efficient way of doing this. Otherwise, if you don't feel like this is nice, you can write another while loop with another variable, let's say y. Same thing, only with the pin mode. You can remove the delay also. You understand what I'm telling about? So this is the complete code. So if you upload this code, this will work. Every LED will switch on in 1 second gap. So the most important thing you have to understand is how we can use the x value, okay, the variable x, to play around and to fulfill our purpose. Strategically, how we can use this variable. That thing you have to learn, guys. Okay, so that's all for the session. So try different scenarios, like how I can reverse this LEDs. So 10 9 8 11 8 7 6 5 or 10 9 8 7 6 reverse switch on. How you can do it? Okay, so you can use x. I can give a hint. There's something called x minus minus, like plus plus. For that purpose, you can use that if you want. Okay, that means x is decreased by 1. So think about that kind of scenario, and thinking about another kind of scenario that you want to feel, okay, what if I am running from 2 pins, number 6, number 8, number 10, number 12, like that, what I can do, how I can play around with the while loop in that scenario. Think about those things and try to implement this code for that, so that you will get some real cool experience on these. Okay, so I will catch you up with another session, next session. Until then, have a great day. Goodbye, and consider subscribing us, guys.